As promised, 1 week of 60-second videos about how I get my hair up, what I use and how I get it to stay. And the biggest thing you've asked about is how I use the little pins that you see me using. So the best way to get them to stay is to use matte grips. Now the grips I use are Kirby grips. They're called Kirby grips in the UK. You might call them bobby pins or slides. Now these ones, can you see, they're matte, so they've got kind of like a dull texture. You can also get ones that shine. Can you see the white reflecting off there? Now the matte ones tend to stay a little bit better than the shiny ones, but you know, there's not a lot of difference. Obviously they come in different colours. These ones are from Boots. I've got them from all different places. You can buy them online, but they're Kirby grips. They've got the bumps on one side and the straight on the other. I have a specific way of getting them to stay really, really well, which means, so look, I've got my hair, I freshly washed my hair. I just had it up in one of my favourite claw clips. I say favourite, it's the only one I own, but it's a really good one because it stays really well. So this is my freshly washed hair. I've got mousse in it, I've got some texturising spray in it, so it's got a little bit of grip. But I know, I mean, to be fair, I haven't got loads of hair, and a few of the comments have said, you know, like, that won't last in the wind. I mean, to be honest, it was just a silly little video, so no shit, Sherlock, it probably won't last in the wind if you've got your hair up with 3 grips. But what I will say is some of the videos I've shown of either myself or my mum, we have no hair, so it will stay. Also, I've got a really good technique of putting them in. So say for example, that was the bun I was going out like. I probably wouldn't go out looking like that because I look a little bit mental, but how I get it to stay is by going against the grain. So I'm putting the grip in, pulling it back on itself once I found some tension, and then pulling across, and I'm pulling really tight there. That's quite a strong grip, and then I push it in. That pin alone would hold my hair pretty well because I've got it so much tension within it that it will grip. Let me show you again with another one. I'm going to just put it into my hair so I can't see the grip. Now I'm pushing it down to find what I'm looking for is some hair down here. That the hair that's running this way, I can pull up against it. So I'm going to put it in almost straight. It's sort of like vertical into the sky. I'm pulling it back on itself until I find some tension, and then I'm pushing it in. Show you again. Let's just use this section for example. It's going vertically from the sky, and then I'm going back on myself to this point down here. By now is finding some hair, and then I'm using the hair it's finding to pull back on itself and pull it in, and that is so secure. That is not going anywhere, and that is only 3 grips. Obviously if you've got layers, like I've got lots of broken bits around here, they're going to come down, especially bits around the back. I could pull those bits down quite easily. Now we've all got different lengths of hair, broken bits. If you've had children, you probably have got a lot of regrowth. But a really, really good thing is just to remember that you can always, instead of sliding straight across like this, which is very visible, just push it, get in the broken hairs, pulling them up, and then doing the same trick, going back on yourself. And hopefully if you do it right, you can slide it so it goes down into the hair. So in theory, it's not that visible. One of my pet hates is seeing grips that are very, very, very visible. So let me show you the difference in pulling these bits up and sliding this across. Actually, to be honest, the bumpy bit is the bit that's meant to go alongside your head, and the straight bit's meant to be the visible bit. So it's meant to be like that. But anyway, it doesn't matter because I never use them like that. And really no one professional should. They should always figure out a way of being able to hide that clip into hair so it's invisible. Now I used a blonde one so you can see, but you can only see that bump, and if that bump was brown you wouldn't see anything. Let's show you another little way of getting this secure up here. So I'm going vertical across the sky and finding some hair to grip into, and then I'm pulling back on myself and pushing in, and that's how I get a bun or any hairstyle to stay really, really tight. I think I said at the beginning this is 60 seconds. That was very ambitious. Of course that's not 60 seconds, but I just wanted to really be able to show you how I use clips and how to get them in so they grip really, really well. If that's too much information, or you need me to slow down, or you've got any questions, just let me know. I know I ramble, but I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, but maybe I went too fast, so just let me know below.